Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about how to handle disrespect using strategies inspired by the ideas of Robert Greene. We've all faced moments where someone treats us poorly, whether it's at work, in a friendship, or even online. Our first instinct might be to fire back with anger or harsh words. But that doesn't always help you keep your power. In fact, it can make you lose respect in the long run. In the next few minutes, we're going to explore how to handle disrespect in a way that helps you stay calm, keep your dignity, and even turn the tables if needed. Let's begin. Segment 1, why disrespect can hurt us so much. Disrespect often strikes at our pride. It feels personal and can trigger an emotional response. When we react from a place of anger or hurt, we might say or do something we'll regret. This is exactly what the other person hopes for. Or at least they won't feel any remorse seeing you lose your cool. Robert Greene highlights the power of self-control. In many of his writings, he shows how people who master their emotions can direct any situation. It's not about becoming cold or heartless. It's about recognizing that if you fly off the handle, you usually lose. By staying steady, you keep the advantage. So, when disrespected, remember, the first step is not to react right away. Take a moment, breathe, let the heat of the moment pass. That's your foundation for any further action. Segment 2, the art of stepping back. One of the key strategies in Robert Greene's work is learning to step back before you strike back. This doesn't mean you never respond, it means you pick your timing. When someone disrespects you, they might be expecting an immediate blow-up. By not giving them that, you catch them off guard. You stay in control. Greene often mentions that you want to keep people guessing. If they think you're easy to provoke, they'll poke at you more. If you stay collected, you become harder to read. How do you do it? First, pause. Don't respond with a harsh message. Don't storm into a confrontation. If it's a text or an email, wait before typing back. If it's in person, stay quiet for a moment. Look them in the eye. Show you're not afraid, but resist making a scene. Let the tension linger. This gives you time to plan your next move. Segment 3, analyzing the source of disrespect. Next, ask yourself, who is this person? Why are they disrespecting you? Robert Greene suggests we always figure out the motivations behind actions. Is this person insecure? Are they testing you? Are they trying to show off in front of others? Sometimes people disrespect you because they feel threatened or jealous. Other times they're testing your boundaries to see how you'll react. In some situations, they might just enjoy stirring up trouble. If you understand what drives them, you'll know how to respond better. If they're jealous, they might be trying to bring you down. If they're insecure, they might attack you to boost their ego. If they're testing you, they want to see if you're easily rattled. Once you know the cause, you can tailor your approach. This step is about information gathering. The more you know, the more confident you will feel in responding. Segment 4, show poise, not weakness. It's important to stay composed. Remaining calm doesn't mean letting them walk over you. It shows emotional control. According to Robert Greene, your composure can unsettle people who try to disrespect you. They may expect anger or tears, but when you stay poised, it confuses them. Example, imagine someone insulting you in front of coworkers trying to make you look bad. If you calmly respond with a brief, measured comment and then move on, you show maturity. You don't sink to their level. Everyone sees that you're in control, which can boost respect for you and place doubt on the one who disrespected you. You can say something like, I hear your concern, or I'll consider what you've said, and then smoothly change the subject. This signals that you won't be dragged into a needless fight. You're setting boundaries without losing your cool. Segment 5, strategic responses via emotional reactions. From the call to action realm. We're back with Maish Esmul Ajay from the call to action realm. There's a difference between emotional reactions and strategic responses. An emotional reaction might lead you to shout, send a rude text, or hold a grudge. This can harm your image and possibly damage relationships you might need later. A strategic response takes a moment to think. You plan your reply. You ask yourself, what outcome do I want? Maybe you want them to stop disrespecting you. Maybe you want to keep the peace at work. Maybe you simply want to preserve your own self-respect. Robert Greene's approach. 1. Assess the power balance. Are they your boss, your coworker, your friend? Each dynamic calls for a different response. 2. Decide on your goal. Do you want to keep a working relationship, or do you just want them to leave you alone? 3. Craft your response. If you need to preserve a working bond, you might respond gently but firmly. If they're a toxic acquaintance you don't need, you might cut ties. By thinking about these steps, you shift from acting on anger to acting with purpose. Segment 6, turning disrespect into an advantage. Robert Greene often talks about turning weaknesses into strengths. When someone disrespects you, it can be an opportunity to show your true character. Maybe you can use humor to diffuse the tension. Maybe you can highlight their rude behavior in a subtle way that makes others question their attitude. For example, if someone keeps interrupting you in a meeting, you can calmly say, let me finish my point, and then I'd love to hear your thoughts. You're not snapping back, you're asserting yourself. You've used their rude action as a chance to show that you won't back down. If they keep trying to cut you off, you might politely ask the group if you can have the floor. This can expose their behavior to everyone else without you attacking them. This type of approach demands confidence and might feel uncomfortable at first, but it shows that you won't be silenced by disrespect. Segment 7, knowing when to walk away. Sometimes the best move is to walk away. If a person is constantly disrespecting you, and there's no benefit in engaging with them, then removing yourself from the situation can be a show of strength. In some of Robert Greene's lessons, there's a focus on not wasting energy on lost causes. If the person never changes, if they have some personal grudge or are simply toxic, you gain nothing by sticking around. Walking away protects your mental well-being and keeps your dignity. Walking away can mean ending certain conversations before they escalate, or spending less time around negative people. It could also mean cutting them off entirely if you can. The key is to show that their disrespect doesn't trap you in a cycle of conflict. You're bigger than that. Segment 8, silent power. Greene also emphasizes the power of silence. Silence forces the other person to fill in the gaps. They might wonder what you're thinking, why you're not reacting, or what you're planning. That silence can be more unsettling than any loud retort. If someone is openly disrespectful in a group setting and tries to bait you, answer with a short statement, then go quiet. Avoid giving them more ammo. Let them wonder, let them stew in the discomfort. This is not a passive position. It's a deliberate move that shows control. However, don't use silence as a way to avoid standing up for yourself entirely. It's a tactic, not the entire strategy. If someone crosses a serious line, address it calmly but firmly. Combine silence with the knowledge that when you do speak, people will listen. Segment 9, follow-up action and personal growth. After handling disrespect, it's important to reflect on what happened. Ask yourself, did I keep my cool? Was there a better way to respond? Did I protect my reputation or hurt it? Robert Greene's ideas aren't just about reacting in the moment, they're also about learning from every experience. If you can understand why someone acted a certain way and how you handled it, you become wiser for next time. Sometimes, it's also good to address the issue later in a calmer setting. Maybe you pull the person aside and say, I didn't appreciate how you spoke to me earlier. If you do this calmly, they might see you're serious. If they don't change, at least you've made your stance clear. Disrespect can feel like a personal attack, but you don't have to respond with chaos. By stepping back, analyzing the source, showing composure, and using strategic responses, you keep your power. Sometimes humor works, sometimes silence, and sometimes it's best to walk away. The main lesson from Robert Greene's insights is that when you show self-control, you display true strength. People who act out of anger, without thinking, often regret it later. But if you keep your cool and choose your response wisely, you'll stand out as someone who can't be easily shaken. Remember, self-control isn't weakness, it's one of your greatest assets. The next time someone disrespects you, pause, plan, and respond with purpose. In doing so, you protect your reputation and show that you're a force to be reckoned with. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights. Stay confident, stay strategic, and never let disrespect pull you down. Until next time, take care and keep mastering the art of self-control.